So what you trying to do to me?
Hey love, so today I'm actually gonna film my eyelash extension experience for you guys. I got them done 3 times. First time was actually a pretty good experience, so I fell in love because it gave me longer eyelashes. But second time I tried to find a cheaper one and that just did not work out well. And third time it was actually, it's pretty good because I'm wearing them right now, and if you can tell, I love them. But anyways, I'm gonna tell you my first 3 experiences, and then I'm gonna tell you the steps of how the process goes through, and then I'm gonna tell you my preference and what I like and some information about the different types of eyelash extensions that you can get and everything like that, and other tips and everything else. So continue watching this video if you are curious about getting your eyelash extensions done, or if you have nothing better to do. So the first time I actually got my eyelash extensions done at this place called Lashes, and that is in Metuchen, New Jersey. I recommend that place and I'll tell you why later. But the experience, basically, I had a senior tech do my eyelash extensions and I liked it. It was the fuller set called Captivating Allure. So basically she filled in your eyelashes with the extensions and everything, but she didn't get every little eyelash, which you don't need to, but it was definitely noticeable that you didn't fill all of them in. So I feel like she half-assed it, but I still like the look at the end because it definitely gave me more lashes and definitely longer and curlier ones. So I definitely enjoyed that experience, but my satisfaction rating was probably maybe 80% or maybe 70% with my first experience. And then the second time I went to Flushing, New York, and I forgot the place name, but if I can find it, I'll definitely place it right here. But it was definitely near Main Street. One good thing about that place was I didn't make any appointments, so that day they just set me in and it was nice. But the second one, I actually got the silk material lashes, and the first one was mink, but then this one was the silk, and the silk one was very thick, and they definitely did probably, I think it was 15 or 18 millimeters for my lashes, so it definitely looked fake. You get what I mean? It was so noticeable. And not that I don't want that dramatic eye look, but it was I want it for an everyday look. I don't want va va boom every day. That's not normal, and I want more of a natural kind of thing. You get what I mean? So the only thing I didn't like about that experience was that when the eyelash extensions fell into my eye, I was crying. I was practically blind and I couldn't open my eyes, so my ex had to open my eyes and try to get that silk extension out, and it hurt so bad. Literally, I could have damaged my eye. So definitely don't try to go for thicker, very thick eyelash extensions. Try to go more on the natural end, and if anything, definitely get mink instead of silk and stuff, because that's the 2 types I've gotten, and silk was definitely the material was definitely not as natural or soft compared to the mink. So that is my one advice. Don't get silk lashes, and if you do, try to get very short versions, because I had them way too long and it didn't look natural. So that was my second experience and I didn't like that. But they definitely filled in all of my lashes, but since it was a very dramatic eye look, I wish they didn't do that. So that was just a bad experience. Not that the place was bad, just my choice in extension and the type and everything was bad. But then again, it was last minute, so I have no one to blame but myself, kind of thing. But that's just my experience and definitely an advice. I'm kind of glad I went through that, so you guys know, and I know now, so I don't have to go through that again. But the third one is my most happiest and 100% satisfaction experience. I got a junior tech to do this, and it was cheaper. I was trying to find a cheaper version, which is why I didn't go back to Lashes, because the first experience was $125 including tip, and then the second one was $90 including tip, and this third experience, it was $60 including tip. So I really like this because I got what I want and for a cheaper price, and it was by a junior tech. Now, I'm gonna recommend this, but that's only because I had a positive experience with a junior tech. One advantage about having a junior tech do your eyelash extensions is the fact that they'll be more careful because they're still learning, they're still trying to achieve it, so they're definitely a little more delicate and they're just trying to master it. So they'll take every step possible if you have a good person doing your, you know, eyelash extensions. So don't try to go cheap and go to this like broken down place. Definitely go to a high-end place. Laura Lash is actually a pretty good like quality like place to do your eyelash extension, so I trusted their junior tech, you get what I mean? And she did a lot of things that the senior tech the first time that I went didn't do. She showed me a chart and she definitely explained a lot more, and she took better care of my eyelashes, and she definitely filled in a lot more. So I was just very happy with the amount of effort and everything that she gave. Kind of like an intern learning to master and become the boss kind of thing, you get what I mean? So it's just they will try a lot harder. So that's just a positive experience with me. But the other downside about junior tech is they might not know exactly what they're doing, so you might not achieve the same result as a senior tech would. So it just all depends on the place you pick and the person that you get. So make sure you go to a quality, you know, place. So I'm really happy with this like third experience. So I know exactly what type I want, the preference and everything, the curl and everything, and the place I want to go to. And it is for a cheaper price. Like, oh my god, thank god. You know, because like $125 a month or so, because the cycle for your lashes is like 4 weeks to like 6 weeks, and by the 4th week, like, you know, most of it is already falling out and stuff. So like $125 a month if you want to do eyelash extensions every month is a lot of money, like just for an average person like you and I, you get what I mean? And even if you're like, you know, someone on the bigger end, like it's still very expensive. Come on, people got other things to buy than eyelash extensions, you get what I mean? But $60 a month is a lot better. That's like half the price. So I could definitely afford $60 a month, because tip including, you get what I mean? But it was $50, then I gave the person a $10 tip because I was just really happy with the experience, and definitely they're trying to learn. So, you know, you want to encourage them a little more, especially if they did a good job and they are a lot more careful and stuff. So that was my third experience. But now I'm going to tell you the steps of like, you know, how like everything went down. So the first thing they have you do is basically lie down on this like kind of futon kind of thing, and you got to place yourself very close to like, you know, your tech. So my head was like compared to like right here, my tech was like right here hovering over my head from behind. So pretend my head is right here, so I'm hovering over like this. So like you gotta be really close. So that's the first step. You close your eyes, and you have to keep your eyes closed for the whole process, or else they can't, you know, do it, or else they might poke your eye. You don't want that, you know? So basically I close my eyes, and then you put Vaseline over under here, and then put like these like white tape over on like uncovering the under eyelashes, because when they put the extensions in, you don't want it to stick to the bottom lashes, and then you can't open your eye, or it'll be really painful and stuff, you know? So that they have to cover your lower lashes and stuff like that. And when they're doing the stuff, they can wipe it off of the like, you know, the tape here instead of on your skin, and you know, you don't want your skin to be damaged. So that's another reason why they had to put tape over it. And then the third step is basically they like fanned my face. I don't know, I guess it's to like dry this so it doesn't slide, I guess. And the third step is basically they start adding your lashes. And the senior tech, obviously I said she didn't add a lot, but it definitely took a shorter time just because she's more experienced. The junior tech took about 3 hours, and the senior tech took less than like 1 hour. So you see the difference in price and also the difference in time. But the junior tech that I got was really careful, and she definitely filled them in a lot more compared to my first experience senior tech. So definitely that's something to watch out for, and you know, just kind of ask some questions when you go to the place or when you make your appointment. And yeah, so the third step is basically they start adding your lashes, and then once they're done adding your lashes, they start brushing your lashes just to make sure they're set in place and everything's kind of good to go and stuff. And then she used this water gun fan thing over my face, so it like felt really nice, but you could feel the like spritz of water, like not a lot, but just like spritz, kind of like a kind of thing, but like very light, very like everything. I think it's just to set the eyelashes and make sure they like glued on properly or dry properly or something like that, or stay on like in the right position and everything. That's what I think. I don't know, I didn't get a chance to ask, but yeah, that's something else they did. But I mean, why else would they wet it unless they're trying to wash my face? I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened. And then After that, she wiped my face down, and then she used the regular fan without the water just to kind of, I guess, dry everything. And this is the part where we're pretty much finished, and she started peeling off the tape under my eye, and she had to peel them one by one, especially from the very first tape, because that was the one in my, like, on my eyelashes, like under my under eyelashes. And if you're not careful with that, it's gonna hurt like a bitch, you know? So yeah, that's what she did. So she started peeling slowly and then did that. So yeah, and then she gave me a mirror after she wiped off any like residue or anything like that, any sticky part and stuff. And then she gave me a mirror, and then I admired my long lashes, and then that was pretty much it. I fell in love, and they started doing this little model shooting session of my eyelashes because they're like, oh my gosh, you did a really good job. All the senior techs, like I was like hovered like I was a science experiment kind of thing. You know, like when you watch like what do you call Criminal Minds and stuff like that, and then you're like just like still, and then you know like everyone hovering, like the doctors hovering over you, like you're doing surgery or you're going through surgery, something like that. No? Okay. But yeah, so that's what happened. There's also the aftercare part, which basically 24-hour no water and no oil at all, because the oil will make the eyelash extensions fall out. And then when you put on mascara, only put on the tip. So just basically oil-free makeup 24 hours after your appointment. Don't put any water because you want the glue to set in first. And they gave me these things. I'll show you how to use them. Basically, you use this little spoolie part to brush your eyelash, and then the Q-tip kind of thing to, like, you know, make sure you wash around them very carefully. And now I'm gonna tell you the type of styles I got. The first one was the Captivating Allure, and again, full set but not all the way filled in. And I believe it had to be more on the shorter side, so I would say maybe like 12 millimeters. The first one was mink, and then the second one was silk, probably like 18 or 20 millimeters. So it's super long and very dramatic and all the way full, and it was silk. Don't get silk. No, it hurts, and it's very thick. Especially when it's very thick, it hurts. You know. And then for my third experience, I got the cute look. There's 4 types of look. There is the regular one, which is more on the natural side, and then the cute look, which is what I got. It was more like a fan, so I got the 9 millimeter to 13 millimeter. So basically the 9, 10, 12, 13, 10, 9 kind of thing. So it's definitely fanned out a lot more, so that's the cute kind of look. And then there is the cat eye, which is longer on the outside and then shorter on the inside, like a cat eye. That is considered also called a sexy look. And then there is the fourth one, which is gorgeous. So gorgeous is definitely just full on kind of thing. So yeah, but I got the B curl, which is like curly but not too curly. Then there is the J curl, which is not curly at all, which is the minimal amount of curl. And then there's the C, which is curly, and then D, which is very, very curly. So I got the B look because I wanted more a natural look. So that's what I got. And my preference is definitely more on the like natural, like kind of light kind of side, nothing too heavy, because I don't wear a lot of makeup in general, so I don't try to go for the dramatic eye look a lot of the times. So definitely I just put on my brows basically like I am doing in this video. So that is pretty much it. One tip though, don't drink too much water, and if you do, definitely go to the bathroom before you lay down, especially if you get a junior tech. Junior tech, they're definitely more careful and they're cheaper, so definitely that is something to look into. Make sure, you know, the quality is good and the place you go to is, you know, great and has good rating, because I did my research because I wasn't gonna look like something else, you get what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely leave comments down below if you have any questions, and I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye bye.
You got that lemonade, but baby, I ain't buying. Need something.
Scratch it. What up, Biz? Yeah. Oh, let me freak these. Rapping hard like Queen Bee, like XO. Yeah, get it from